everyone! Today we're talking about finding the area of a trapezoid. A trapezoid has one of the more confusing formulas for area because what we're actually having to do in a trapezoid, there are two bases. So there's a base and a base, two bases in every trapezoid. And so you actually have to find the average of the bases and then multiply that times the height. The way that you find the average of two things is you add them together and then you divide by 2, or you multiply by 1/2. So the formula for finding area of a trapezoid is area equals 1/2 times the quantity. We say the quantity when we have parentheses. So times the quantity of base 1 plus base 2, and then that whole thing times the height. So again, area is 1/2 times the quantity base 1 plus base 2 times the height. Or we abbreviate that, A equals 1/2 times the quantity B1 plus B2, that's just standing for base 1 plus base 2, times the height. Okay, the reason we have this complicated formula is because, by definition, trapezoids have two parallel bases. So the base in a trapezoid is a parallel line. There should be one other line that it's parallel to, and those are the bases of your trapezoid. So in every trapezoid, there's two bases, and it doesn't matter if they go side to side or up and down. What matters is that they're parallel. So the two parallel lines are always bases. So in this trapezoid, this line and this line are parallel. They go the same direction and they'll never meet. So that's base 1 and base 2. In this trapezoid, even though they're going up and down, these are still the bases because those are the parallel lines. They're going the same direction. They're never going to touch. So this is base 1, this is base 2. This is also a trapezoid because it's got one set of parallel lines, has two parallel lines that will never meet, and those two parallel lines are base 1 and base 2. So any shape that has one set of parallel lines is a trapezoid, and the parallel lines are the bases. The height of a trapezoid is always perpendicular to one of the bases. It always meets a base at a 90-degree angle. So in this trapezoid, we have base 1 and base 2 because there are straight parallel lines. This line meets base 2 at a right angle, so this is the height. You can still kind of use the trick we've been using with parallelograms and triangles, where first you look for the 90-degree angle, and the two lines it connects are the height and a base, so that still works. This connects this line and this line, so this is the height and this is the base. But then you have to have another base, and it's always the one on the other side. So that's our height and our base, and also the line on the other side is a base. So that works here too. Here's our right angle. It's connecting our base and our height. So if this is a base, this parallel line is also a base. Here's our right angle. It's connecting our base and our height. If this is a base, the opposite side is also a base. The key here with trapezoids is you're never going to use a slanted side. So here we have two slanted sides. We don't use those in our area formula. Here we have one slanted side. We don't use that in our area formula. And here we have a slanted side. We do not use that in our area formula. We only use the straight sides. Whether they're up and down or side to side, those are the only numbers we use in our area formula for trapezoids. Okay, let's look at two examples. So we're looking for the area of these trapezoids. First, we have to decide which numbers are we using and cross out the extra information. So if we look at this first trapezoid, here's my parallel lines, here and here. Those are my straight sides that are on opposite sides and are never going to touch. So this and this are going to be my bases. I'm going to call this one base 1, and I'm going to call this one base 2. It doesn't matter which one is base 1 and which one is base 2. That doesn't matter. I could have called this base 1 and this base 2. I get to pick that. Now my height should be connected by my right angle. So here, my right angle connects this side, which is a base, with this side, so this must be my height. Which means these are extra information that I don't need. So now I have base 1, I have base 2, I have my height. I'm going to use my formula. So area is 1/2 times the first base plus the second base, and then times the height. I'm going to go ahead and plug stuff in. So area equals, my 1/2 stays 1/2. For base 1, I'm going to put in 21, plus for base 2, I'm going to put in 11. And then that's times the height, which is 12. Okay, you have to follow order of operations. So order of operations says you have to do what's inside parentheses first. So now the area equals 1/2, and I'm going to add 21 plus 11. So 21 plus 11 is 32, and then times 12. And now I'm just going to multiply that all. So I'm going to do 1/2 times 32 times 12. And when I do that, 1/2 times 32 times 12, I get 192. So the area of this trapezoid is 192. Let's look at this second example. So in the second example, again, first I have to find my bases and my height. So these are my parallel sides, the top here and the bottom here. So I'm going to call this one base 1. I'm going to call this base 2. And then my height meets my base at a right angle. So this right angle is connecting this side with this side. So that means this is my height. That means that this, on the slanted edge, is extra information I don't need. All right, so my area formula for a trapezoid is area is 1/2 times the quantity, base 1 plus base 2, times height. I'm going to plug things in. So this is area equals, I bring down my 1/2, base 1 is 15, plus base 2 is 21, and then my height is 8. You must follow order of operations, so you have to add 15 and 21 first. So now area equals 1/2. 15 plus 21 is 36 times 8. And then you go ahead and multiply that all. So you do 1/2 times 36 times 8. And when you do that, you should get 144. So the area of this trapezoid is 144. I hope this makes sense to you. If not, please feel free to email me. Have a wonderful day.